You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I am back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports 2. Well, let's talk about Lamar Jackson because they had a news conference today, of course. Had Lamar, brave, stunning, and courageously out there. He signed his brand new deal. And we've got some details of said deal that have come out, including a couple of very interesting clauses. And we've got Lamar Jackson with a totally nonsensical passing yardage goal. Makes no sense. If Tom Brady hasn't done this, if Aaron Rodgers hadn't done this, if Joe Burrow hadn't done this, Josh Allen, most importantly enough, I guess is what I'm trying to say, Patrick Mahomes hasn't done this. We've got Lamar Jackson wanting to throw for 6,000 yards. Say what? What now? What'd you say? Did you say 6,000? Interesting. Okay. All right. You're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. All right. So anyway, we will get to that. Don't worry. It makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, look, it's great to have goals, I guess. But, you know, I've got Lamar Stats up here. His first full season was 2019. It was also his highest passing yard season. That was the year he won the MVP. 3,127 yards. I just want you to keep that in mind as we get ready to get to that story. The terms of Lamar Jackson's contract with the Ravens were revealed on Thursday, and the deal has some interesting clauses. Larry Brown Sports and Florio as well. The contract includes both no trade clauses and no tag clauses. Good God, the Ravens. Bless your hearts. The no trade clause means Jackson would have the power to select/approve his destination if the Ravens ever want to trade him. The no tag clause means that after Jackson's 5-year extension expires, the Ravens would not be able to retain him through a franchise tag. This is how this breaks down right here, folks. $112.5 million guaranteed at sign. $80 million in 2023, $156 guaranteed by March 2024, $185 million guaranteed by March 2025. And these are the cap hits right here. And I got to be real with you as I look at this, and I opened that by mistake, but kind of makes you wonder if there's not going to be some let's get him out of there in 2026, 2027. And what we're really looking at here is a 3-year contract. I believe I've mentioned that in the past. The clauses mean that Jackson will dictate where he plays for the next several seasons. Also means the Ravens won't be able to keep him against his wishes via the tag. The deal is $260 million over 5 years. He's getting $72.5 million signing bonus, which is a record amount. His $52 million average annual value is also higher than anyone else in the league, which also means the contract will take up a higher percentage of the salary cap than any other player. So, let's get to Lamar wanting to throw for 6,000 yards, and I have no idea where this comes from, like why he brought this up. It's great to have goals. It truly is. But, hey, Lamar, let's get to like 4,500 yards. How about that? All right, much more realistic, maybe, question mark, with this skill set. It seems to me like, to be honest with you, 4,000 yards is maybe something Lamar should shoot for. He said during the Thursday press conference that he wants to throw for more yards than any other quarterback has ever generated in a single season. Why? Just wondering, why? Question mark. Why do you want to do that? Like, how about win the Super Bowl? Let's not worry about individual statistics and all this. Go win a ring. I mean, let it be known, Lamar, that's what your legacy and every other quarterback's legacy that has ever played is tied to. All right? Dan Marino threw up unbelievable numbers. And if he played now, Dan Marino would throw for 6,000 yards. But he never won a ring, which is always going to limit how Dan Marino is looked in the echelon of NFL quarterback history. It's just, it almost immediately prevents Dan Marino from entering the top 10, no matter what. And personally speaking, I'm a big championships guy, and I think there's still an argument for Dan in the top 10. If you never saw Dan Marino play, I did. I saw him play a lot because I'm that old. The dude was unbelievable. But you get my point. Quote, I think I told someone like, man, I want to throw for like 6,000 yards with the weapons we have, Jackson said. And I'm not an individual award type of guy or stat watcher. Are you sure? I just want to do that because no one's ever done it, and I feel like we have the weapons to do it. I'm going to call a flag on that play, too. The single-season record is 5,477 yards set by, one of the top 5 greatest quarterbacks ever and a guy with 2 championships, Peyton Manning. Ravens have hired offensive coordinator Todd Monken. They've added receiver Odell Beckham Jr. and receiver Zay Flowers. They have former first-round receiver Rashad Bateman, tight ends Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely, and a great crew of running backs. We don't even know if Odell can play the full season. I mean, at this point, it's been a very long time since Odell's done I'm available all 17 games, 16 games even. Now, I will say this. I love Zay Flowers. I think the dude's got a ton, and I do mean a ton of potential. But, I mean, here we are right here, 3,100 yards, 2,700 yards, a hair under 2,900 yards, and then last year, 2,242 yards. I mean, unless Mike Marks is walking through that door where you're going to be just chunking the ball up, but with reckless abandon, like the greatest show on turf, good luck getting to 6,000 yards. I do think 6,000 yards will happen, by the way, and I think multiple quarterbacks will do it. He is not one of them. I think Josh Allen will do it. I think Patrick Mahomes will do it. And I think Joe Burrow will do it. Keep an eye on Aaron Rodgers, even though I don't believe he will actually do it. I just think if Aaron Rodgers was 5 years younger, you would put him in there too, I think. But now, probably not. But he's got some weapons too. I think if Aaron Rodgers could get to 4,500 yards, the Jets will be throwing a party out there, right? But you get my point, right? Lamar Jackson, he just doesn't have a track record for being able to pass the ball with that kind of accuracy. All right? I mean, he's an accurate quarterback, but he struggles with anything outside that middle of the field, truly. So we'll have to see how that goes. And I don't know. There's been rumors of DeAndre Hopkins and some of that kind of thing, and that would certainly help. I still don't love the Ravens' weapons. I like Mark Andrews a lot. I like their running backs a lot. I like Zay Flowers a lot. I think he might end up being the best receiver coming out in this draft. But, I mean, a lot of faith has been put into Odell, and I guess I just don't quite understand. $15 million a year, chance to make 18. You know, maybe Odell balls out randomly out of nowhere. I'd rather just be proven wrong with that, all right, than go out there and say, yeah, Odell's going to have 1,500 yards this year and 12 touchdowns. Nah. In all honesty, I'm expecting like a 50-catch, 700 yards, 6 touchdown kind of year out of Odell. Truly. Tell me what you think, Black and White Sports 2 supporters. Wow. The Ravens, look, I really like Lamar. I actually do. But I don't like him at this kind of money. I don't. I love him at Jimmy Garoppolo's money. I love him at Geno Smith's money. But at highest paid quarterback in the league money, nah. Dak Prescott money, and even that stings because I don't think Dak's worth the money he's getting. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.